Hello everybody, Video Game Freak here, and today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite systems, the Nintendo DS, and some great games you should get on day one. Let's hop into it. The last game we had that came out that was a platforming Mario game was Super Mario Land and the six golden coins, sorry. And that was a big gap. I'll put out how many years that is right there on the side. And yeah, it's pretty crazy how long they went without making another Mario platformer, but let's hop into it and I'll try to show you some really good stuff about this game. It is a Mario game, and it's just a classic Mario game, so it's pretty self-explanatory. Let's do the first level. Now, new power-ups they added for this game, which was really cool, was the Mega Mushroom, and that was like the big gist about this game. They added a lot more. And I think the Mega Mushroom's coming up. Nope. I'll show you what the Mega Mushroom looks like. Which overall, it's a very solid port. Sorry if my big hands get in the way. Yeah. So you can get this Mega Mushroom, and you turn freaking huge, and you can just destroy everything. It only happens in a few levels of the game, and it kind of just like beats the whole. I mean, it's cool. It's a cool concept, but it kind of just destroys the level and all the difficulty of it. I know I should have got those 1-ups, but that's okay. And another power-up you can get in this game is a blue shell, which honestly isn't that fun. I'll just tell you what it is right now. You see a blue shell like as a power-up. I think it comes out of a question block sometimes. And you turn into a blue shell, and if you like start running and you hit something, I'm pretty sure, you start flying across the screen, and it's just, and everything you bump into, you go the opposite direction, and it's a hot mess. I'm trying to think of the other power-up. Oh, another thing about this game, it has the mini games from another game that I'm going to be showing, and it's really fun mini games. And this game is a little bit pricey, but if you want to get it loose, the prices are over on the side. And complete copy, it's all the information about getting this game will be on the side. And yeah, it's definitely one that you should check out and definitely consider buying. Alright, next game we got here is Super Mario 64 on the Nintendo DS. And this is honestly one of my favorite ports of a game. If you talk about ports of a game, this is one of my favorites because this is, I think, pretty much one of the only ports I had growing up. And it is a really fun game. The cool thing, as you can tell by the cover, is it has Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, and Wario, but no Waluigi, sadly. But yeah, the really cool thing and interesting thing they did with this is when you start out the game, if you guys probably know a lot about Super Mario 64, so I don't have to tell you too much, but usually when you start up, you start with Mario, but when you start this game, you start out as our boy Yoshi. And like obviously Yoshi can do that, like he could use his tongue, he could, when he jumps, he has that he has that flutter, so you can get a little bit higher of a jump. And it's really cool. All the levels are pretty much the same, but some of them have like secret areas where you need Wario's power-ups or Mario or Luigi's power-ups, and it's really cool how they incorporate all that. The controls are definitely solid. It plays exactly how you feel like a DS port would play. It's a little bit pricey, but if you're getting it loose, it's not too bad for how good of a game it is. Now, I played this Super Mario 64 DS port before I even played Super Mario 64 on the Nintendo 64, because I didn't have a Nintendo 64 growing up, and this is definitely really good. I never beat it, but I got really close sometimes. And yeah, it's definitely one worth checking out. And I'm trying to, this video is mostly towards people that don't know much about the DS or don't know what games are good to get and like what games they should definitely at least check out. Like, not all these games on the list are going to be games for you, but you should definitely at least give them a shot or check them out or at least watch a video about them. All right, let's hop into the next game. All right, the next game we're going to try out, we're going to hop off the Mario train for a minute, and we're going to talk about Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Really great game. It's a great game if you're really into puzzle games. I would highly, highly suggest this game if you're into puzzle games. And it's just, it has a really cool story. It's, if you guys like murder mysteries and like puzzles that kind of just make you think for a minute, even if you think you're good at puzzles, this game is going to throw you a fork in the road, and it's going to make you think, oh, I'm really not that good at puzzles, because I thought I was pretty good at puzzles until I tried out this game. Now, really quickly, we're going to check out the other game. I'm just going to tell you about the other game of the series. The Professor Layton series, says right there, is a really great series. There's multiple games in the series, and it's just they're all pretty much the same premise, but different stories in each game. But yeah, let's check it out real quick. So this is how the game's kind of set up. You have like people that you talk to that just can tell you riddles and stuff, and you can hit the boot. And you walk around the town, and it's like up here's always the map, and we can hop into one puzzle real quick, and I'll show you an example. I'm decently far in the game. I have like an hour into the game, and I might not be able to solve this puzzle. But you talk to this guy. I'm not going to read dialogue right now, but he just talks about it, and he says he can't figure out. I think this is the brother one. Yep, and it tells you the puzzle name, the number. This is this 21st puzzle I've done, and it's worth 30 pictocrats, which is like pretty much just like points in this game. Oh, this is not the one I was thinking it was. And it tells you all the prompt of the stumbling on my words. The prompt of the puzzle, sorry. And it tells you, and it uses the DS touchpad, really cool sometimes. Like you can draw on certain stuff, and it's really cool. And it's definitely an interesting game that I found this really weirdly at a thrift store, and I've heard people talk about it, and it's really good. So I would definitely recommend checking out this game. Really fun game, really fun time waster too. Definitely give it a shot. All right, let's hop into the next game. All right, we're gonna hop into the next one, and it is The Legend of Zelda, Plantham Hourglass. Now, this game does get kind of mixed reviews. Here's the cover art if you wanted to know. It's also going to be on the side. And this game does kind of get mixed reviews, and it's the first one on the DS, the first Zelda game on the DS. And I honestly love this game. It's definitely in my top 3 Zelda games. I think it might be my favorite because there is better Zelda games, but I grew up with this game, and it is so much fun. And yeah, I'm pretty far. I'm almost about beating this save file. And we'll just hop in real quick. This game is really cool. The way that it uses the DS, like, I'm just going to show you. Here's the map. We're in the sea right now. And you can, like, click a route. And let's say I wanted to go all the way over here and catch this treasure down here. I could go there, or just go anywhere really. Yeah, you can drive, and you have this cannon. When you tap on the screen, it shoots different stuff. If enemies are going to pop up on the screen like that, I'm going to kill him, and he gives me a heart. So yeah, it's just hard turn, okay? And you could jump if there's like vines and when you're swimming. It's definitely like Wind Waker kinda how you got the boat, but I feel like this experience is a lot better. And I just really like this game. It is a little pricey, but it's a great Nintendo Zelda game, and it's definitely one you should highly check out. I highly recommend it. Now, I've been really wanting to get the second one after the Plantham Hourglass on the DS, which is Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks, and I've really been looking for that game, but I have not came across it yet at any game store I've went to, which really sucks. So, yeah, that game I highly suggest too, because it is definitely a good game as well, because it is pretty much a lot like this game. So if you've seen that game and not checked out this one, definitely give this one a shot. All right, let's go to the next game. All right, the next game we're going to talk about is Super Princess Peach, which is a really not much talked about game. I really do enjoy this game a lot. It is really fun, and it is very unique on a lot of how they do certain stuff in this game. And let's hop into it, and I'll show you how it plays. So you have this character in the game. If you can see right there, Peach is riding on this umbrella character, which is really cool, and I'm pretty sure this is the only time the umbrella character, she has umbrellas in other games, but this first time it's been in this game, and it's really cool. You can just swing with it, and you could obviously jump, and you can pick up stuff, and I'll show you right here. You can pick up Koopas and throw them. Oh crap. And it's really cool. The really cool thing about it is it kind of gives me like Yoshi's Island vibes a little bit. And it is a really, I mean, it's just cool how all the different ways you can use it. And so you see this little like sapling plant here. You can use one of these 4 hearts to figure out the puzzle, and you have crying ability, so you start crying and it waters the plant so you can climb up and progress in the game. And that uses your magic bar up here. I call it the magic bar. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's right there, and then you got your health bar right there. And in some Mario games, you got to collect either the Yoshi coins or the big coins. You have to collect 3 in a level. This one, you have to get 3 toads in each level. They're hidden sometimes, and this game is honestly really fun. It is definitely worth checking out, and it's like, if you like Mario games, this still is Mario enough. And if you're tired of just old Mario platformers, this is a great game to try out. I'm definitely about to go play through this game again. Really fun and interesting game. All right, let's go to the next game. All right, next game we're going to talk about here is Mario Kart DS. This game is a must-own for the DS. Amazing game, very fun gameplay. If you like Mario Kart, you're going to love this game. I'm pretty bold when I say that, I know, but it has just about everything you'd want in a Mario Kart game. The character selection is a little small, but you can definitely unlock more characters. Now I could talk about this game legit all day, so I'm trying to make it quick. The laps on here are some of my favorite in any other Mario Kart games. This one's just the generic one you start out with, but it is really fun. I don't know what else to say about this game. It is just really, really fun. There's a Luigi's Mansion map on here, and it is really hard to play like this, but there's a Luigi's Mansion map on here, which is really fun. The drifting is really cool. I like just about everything in this game. There's like no complaints about this game. The blue shell in this game isn't too crazy too. Some games, the blue shell is insane when you play by yourself. And yeah, you have the map down there, or you have this, which shows you everything your characters are doing, what the items your characters have, everything. And the items are just as expected. You got all the classic ones: banana, red shell, mushroom, all that jazz. But yeah, this game is a little pricey, but it's definitely worth it. It's not that bad for a Mario Kart game. And yeah, you got like you can see in the bottom them spinning around after you hit them. It's just a really, really good game. I can't drift right now because I'd have to pick up the DS and it would ruin the quality of the video. But yes, this game is great. Definitely try it out. Mario Kart DS. Give it a shot. Alright, next game we got is Animal Crossing Wild World. Really great game. And when you hold it up to the new game Animal Crossing Horizons, it's obviously not going to be as good, but for the time, this was my jam. I really loved this game. Playing through it is really fun. If you like the one on the GameCube, it is very similar to the one on the GameCube, which is the first release, if you don't count the one in Japan, the Nintendo 64 release. But this game is great. It still holds up, I think, pretty well. Now, there's a lot of weeds in my town because I haven't played this one in a minute. But if you don't know about Animal Crossing, you could it's just like a life simulator, and you have these people in your town that are animals, and it's really fun to interact with them. And I really do enjoy this game a lot. It's if you do know about Animal Crossing games, this is just a solid one. It is the worst rated one online, but don't let that discourage you at all. I think it's definitely a really good Animal Crossing game. I don't see there's like a few problems about it, but nothing like that would make you want to just not play the game. It's definitely one you should check out. We'll check out my house real quick. I have not played this game probably in a few months. Oh, I forgot. You have to... What do you have to do to get in your house? Maybe I got... Yep. I didn't save last time. So I was wondering why I couldn't get back in my house. So yeah, I got Rossetti coming at me. So I won't show any more than this because I do not want to go through that stupid, that stupid mole, I swear. But yes, very fun game, Animal Crossing. Holds up very well, in my opinion, and it is not as expensive, especially as New Horizon is right now. So if you do want to still give another Animal Crossing game a shot, definitely give Wild World out a shot. All right, let's hop into the next game. All right, next game we got is Mario Party on the DS. This one is a really, really fun game because I had a decent amount of people. I had my cousin, my brother-in-law, he had a DS, and I played multiple times this game with multiplayer, which it is so much fun. And same thing with Mario Kart DS. It's just great when you have a bunch of people and they have DSs. You only need one cartridge, and you can just play with the Nintendo like Wi-Fi thing, and it's just so much fun to play multiplayer. The mini games in this games are some of the best in the series. I think it's really fun. Overall, it's a great Mario game. It is obviously going to be a little bit limited because it is on a handheld, but it is still really fun. Let's check out a mini game real quick. Be Luigi. Random. Alright. Set them on normal. And let's see. Let me look through them real quick. Like, for example, this mini game right here, Big Blowout, uses the microphone on the DS, which is really cool and interesting. They use the DS totally to the max, and it is a really cool way of using the DS. They definitely used it fully to the advantage. Now we're going to try Soap Surfers. This is one of my favorites. Now you're just in this like huge bowl, and I'm Luigi, and I'm probably not going to do the... Yeah, I totally sucked at that one. But yeah, you just go around, bounce off each other, and it's really fun. If I was holding the DS, I'd done a lot better. But yeah, there's just a bunch of mini games on here that are great, and it's definitely a Mario Party that if you really are a fan of the Mario Party series, definitely give it a shot. Alright, let's hop into the last game we got. Alright, for the last one, before we reveal it, I'm going to go through some honorable mentions. Now, all these games, I strongly suggest, and they're not in any specific order, but some other great games, because I'm only going to make it 10 games, because I don't want to sit here talking for hours about the DS, but I really could. But some other great games I'm just going to talk about really quick, try to leave them less than a minute long talking about them, this is the first ever Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. It's the first ever Mario and Sonic Olympic game. Really fun game. And if I do decide to make a second video on the DS, I'll definitely be covering these three I'm about to show you. Really fun. The mini games in this game are what makes this game for me. I really enjoy them a lot. And it is a really fun game. And seeing this game back then, this was, I think, 2006 when it came out. Seeing a game with Mario and Sonic, there is other games with Mario and Sonic before this, but seeing a game with Mario and Sonic was really cool. And yeah, definitely suggest that one. It is a really fun time killer. Now I got The next game I got is the Scrabble Collection. It's the 2 game pack, which I don't see this 2 double game pack as often. It doesn't mean it's worth more or it's expensive. It might be a little bit. I don't know. I'll have to check out at the end of the video. But it has the first ever Scrabble, and it's got Super Scrabble, and they're both just really, really fun puzzle time killers. And if you never played a Scrabble game before, it is really fun. You're this guy. I'm pretty sure his name's Max, and you can type in anything if it's not licensed, a place, or like something like really stupid. If you just like type in like a coffee creamer or something like a CD, like anything your mind can think of, it can use it to help defeat these puzzles you have in the game, which is really, really cool. And I highly suggest either one of these games or the double pack if you can find it. All right, another game which I was debating on putting the last game I'm going to be talking about or this game, which is Mario Kart. Mario versus Donkey Kong Mini Land Mayhem. Now, this game might not be for everyone, but it is really cool. I do like it. It does get a little repetitive, but it's definitely cool. You have these like mini little Mario guys, if you can see that, and they're like little robot like wind-up guys, and you have to like draw with your stylus and draw bridges to go and get to the end of the door. There's some really cool concepts, some really cool puzzles in this game, and I really do like the boss battles, which is shown right here. I really do like how you have to fight Donkey Kong, and it is a really fun game. It is a little pricey, but it's, once again, a Mario Nintendo game. They hold their value very well. And yeah, I say definitely check out this game if you do like some Mario games, but you're looking for something a little bit different than just a Mario platformer. All right, the last game we're going to talk about, which recently surprised me because I just started playing this game not too long ago, and it has really hooked me in because, I don't know, we're going to talk about it. It is Puzzle Quest Challenge of the Warlords. And it is a really, really fun puzzle game. I might have to say I like Professor Leighton slightly better, but this Puzzle Quest game is definitely really unique, and the Puzzle Quest series is really cool. I have a few Puzzle Quest games, but I think this one is my favorite. We're gonna continue. Oop, whoops, my bad. So what you do in this game is you start out, there's this story. I don't want to go through the whole story or I'd be here talking for hours, but let's just fight a character real quick. So you go on this huge map, you have to do certain stuff. Now this is my dude up here, and it tells me how much coin I have and all different kind of stuff. And this is what we're about to fight, is a giant spider. And the way you fight it is you have stuff like this. The spider just took a move and it just took some of my health. It says 66 out of 70. I started out with 70 in the fight, and then this spider has 63 out of 63 health. Now I have my different items equipped down here. The spider has the huge fangs, and I'm pretty sure the spider can poison you as well. So there's all these different pieces. Now in like Tetris or something, or different puzzle games where you have to slide and like make stuff, there's a million games like that. But in this game, which is really cool, when you slide, let's say I'm about to slide the red one over, it adds 3 red, and then it just, yeah, it's a lot to explain. But there's the green, red, yellow, and blue. I forget exactly what each one is, but it does like different stuff for your character, and is really cool to work with. The skulls hurt the player. The purple crap gives you some good stuff. You can get just the coins too. Just gives you money. If you have no other good move, you can just get coins. And it is really fun, interesting puzzle game. It's really cool how they incorporated how to do this. There might be a puzzle game that's before this. I only have one other puzzle quest game, and it is really cool. And if you really are into puzzle games and you kind of like some RPG-ish kind of combat, and it's just a really cool, different way of doing it. All right, guys, those are some great Nintendo DS games that I think you should definitely look at and try out. I hope this video encourages you to at least buy one of these DS games or at least check them out. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And if this video gets a lot of views, I might do a part 2 if you guys want me to. All right, you guys have a nice day.